This is my Potter's Journal for July 3rd, 2023. Let's see what's in the kiln today. In the first, okay, a number of kiln loads this week leading up to the big show, SLOVENEFEST. No time to waste. I'm going to try to fit all three of this week's kiln openings in one video. And this is what I have just been on edge waiting to see. This is the Kurenti. This is the mythological Slovenian creature. Chases away the winter. You can see the little snowflakes there in the background, the sgraffito. I was hoping these would turn out good. I couldn't be more pleased. You know, I'm going to have to say, I think he was probably a bit Disneyfied around 1950s and 60s. Made a little more acceptable, gentrified, that, you know, pre-Christian thing. His appearance would have been around Shrove Tuesday, the pre-Lent, what are they called, Mardi Gras, and parades, you know, if you dig into history, parades in small towns with a whole cast of characters, and actually, some of it a bit hard to believe. I searched videos, things still going on of a corpse being unbelievably brutally treated and set afire and dumped in the river. Okay, an effigy stuffed, but still to see this, but actual teenage boys attacked in the street, pummeled with sacks full of toxic wood ash. You know, this is really too much to get into right now. I'm getting ready for a show, and we need pots to sell. That my regular mugs, these all came out beautiful. That I'm using the black clay here. I took it up as fast as I think you should, and then I did a soak at the end, because sometimes this glaze down here does bubble. But these are all looking good, even down to the shots. And I believe that I read somewhere that the alcohol thing is a cultural thing. But sorry, my apologies to any other Slovenians out there who didn't have, okay, my grandmother's family on my father's side to know these facts from, for real. Did I not show the wavy bowl? These always do good for me, and this scallop thing actually is what I've been doing for years, that helps making the potticnik, the nut roll, the potica pans, easy for me, or natural progression for my life as a potter. It's a craft, an art in itself, the masks and the many different versions, okay, of the Kurenti at different time periods. And normally we might take a good look at one of my pie plates, now that I've added the slip trailing to it, just a simple dot. Because I always did the wavy thing, just a simple dot, and both of them so prevalent in the Slovenian pottery. So I have been, and here we go with the fluted edge again. This is why we've been going fast. Oh, look at this. Look at this. This, well, I don't know how big it is now. It was 14 inches. Oh, wow. Look at this. I have never done anything like that in my life. The slip trailing, the dot inside a dot, and the squiggles and the florals, so much prevalent in the Slovenian pottery. My potter's life has been building to this. Oh, look at this. I don't see a flaw in it. I don't see a flaw in it. Everything looks good down here too. Oh, I don't believe it. And even the dots on the side, with the dot in a dot, gradiated from big to medium to small. This one's the prize. So this is it. This is the potticnik. This is the ceramic bowl the Slovenian nut roll potica is made in. This is a bowl that the European Commission, I don't know if it's the or has bestowed, that authentic Slovenian potica is baked in a ceramic ring pan, cone shape, flat on the bottom, and not necessarily as elaborate as this. I've already been bestowed an honor. Somebody found my video and has requested one already. My quest to introduce this to the Slovenian American public has begun. Not sure how far I'll get it to go. I'm no marketing genius. I'm a potter. So we'll see on that. You know what? There's more in the kiln. There was maybe another dozen of these little shots on that shelf around the large poticnik. And the Slovenian gods are with me today. This is only one glaze down here. That's just an incised line where the glaze pulled so beautifully. And even the sea mist. Some of this, I think, is also due to the black clay really making the glazes sing and dance. I'm happy enough with, okay, the new combination for my wavy bowls, but I may want to look to some of the Slovenian pots and, you know, find a, transpose them to mine, the designs. And, you know, I'm not looking to copy anything. I'm more into, you know, living traditions where things change over periods of time, just as I see they are in some of the contemporary poticniks coming out of Slovenia today. But once again, you know, doing these wavy bowls was a lead-in to the scalloped rim, which they don't always have the scalloped rim. Let's take a look at this too. You'll like this. This is another story on these little flasks. I will have to, someday you'll have to stop back and I'll share that with you too, because that was quite a story. I think they'll be good at shows and festivals. We'll put flowers on them for the little girls, and I don't know, skulls for the boys. And this one is a little bit smaller than the first one, so we only put 3 dots up the side instead of 5. The floral pattern a little more simple. The squiggle, okay, not my regular wave, but a smaller Slovenian squiggle. There wasn't really much to adapting it. And oh, it looks like I did put the dots out there, but I didn't do the dots in the dot in this one. I tried on each size up to add a little more to the decorative element of it, that they're going to go up each one in price. And I did the same with the decoration on each side. You know, we have got a couple more kilns to go here. So maybe not difficult to do, making a dot with a slip trailer, or even a dot in a dot. But so many of them, maybe just a matter of patience. Maybe just a matter of patience. Or maybe over the years, I have picked up some kind of skills. Okay, it is now July 5th. This is July 4th firing. This is the second one of this video. Probably the 4th, and I'll probably do 5 kiln loads for SLOVENEFEST. This is one at a time. I could probably use a bigger kiln. Okay, so at some point, I'm just not going to say anything. Look at that. The slip trailing that I've been encouraging others to do, the lines, they're not all the same. They're not all perfect. But I think because it has an overall design, that you don't see that. You don't see the small details. You don't see the slips, the smudges, the bad curve. You see the whole design. And even that, at one point I looked at it and could see that something is leaning one way and something's leaning the other. You don't see it. You don't see it. You see the whole. These are okay, but I do like the graffiti, the different effects with the slip, the dipping overall of the white slip, and then the sgraffito through it, and then the darker white of the dotted with the slip trailer. So, and this form, okay, I forget what it was called. I think, and I couldn't begin to pronounce it, a Doogie Peisker or something like that. It's a Slovenian souring milk pitcher, and I don't know the, the variety of forms, if I got one that's right or not, but, and don't ask what it's for either, but, and this one has all the techniques, the comb, the dipped in the slip, the combing. These were supposed to be tulips hanging down, but I'm not sure I like the effect, but not necessarily the design. And these are gonna, I don't know that this will get a big response at the show, but it put with all my other pieces that have the sgraffito will make an overall effect of all the pots being from the Slovenian potter. Slovenian monsters, continuing their story, the pre-Lent, okay, pre-Christian guy, and all the other characters that go in the Shrove Tuesday parade, Shrovetide parade, something that, okay, popes had tried to put an end to for, okay, centuries and couldn't, but I guess maybe that's why they calmed him down for the modern era and brought him back. And I was sorry I didn't know that these guys would turn out so good, or I would have done all 6 of these. I only did 6 sgraffito mugs, so I started with a couple of skulls because I know, yeah, they always go, and did the trailing dot on the handle. There was a half shelf with a couple of my, okay, Rooster Hill pottery roosters. But we have another one of the potticniks down here. This has been a good run for me. This has been a great run so far, 4 or 5 firings. That if we only lost the 2 souring milk pitchers that I don't think are going to be in popular demand, we did pretty good. But, okay, on this one, you know what, this is the only one I think I banded, or I brushed on the black slip, and I did some black berries, so they're not really visible much in there, but it can be seen. So, so a good run here. We still have 1 more firing to go before the show. 2 more things that might be of interest. That my tan glaze that bubbles, and then the oatmeal that I don't like, I plunged this in the glaze bucket of the one and then plunged it before it dried in the other. And although that's not a very good technique to be reliable and consistent, it came out very clean. And in my quest for a tan mocha, that could be, if I could maybe just find the right blend of one into the other. But this is what I'm lacking in my glaze repertoire. Something like that. Okay, I'm going to show you these guys. You've got to see these. These, if you remember, my salt pigs were the part that was cut out of it. And when I was throwing the scraps of clay together, I went like that and just thought, oh, that would make a little flask that a little girl could hang around her neck. And what do we do about the little boys? Well, we've got one for them too, or for anybody in the skull crowd. And mine are the friendly ones. Mine are from the Mexican side of it, the happy ones that come out on Dia de los Muertos. So Yeah, not mean ones. This is something we'll have to do someday in a Potter's Journal video. Tiffany, okay, she does a number of flasks too. If I don't get it, Hobble Creek might do it first, but here's how these were fired. I just made a little piece of clay to dry it on and realized I needed to fire it, so the glaze, okay, didn't stick to the shelf, so quite simple solution. Let's see, we've got one more of our Corenti mugs. We'll see, they do have they do the parade, they do the Mardi Gras parade in Cleveland, so we'll see if someone approaches me from Cleveland to do their show up there, because I think they do something with crafts. You know what, this one is, I did a number of custom pieces on the bigger side, and this one was a very custom piece. This one was too involved to let you see me do. I really needed the first ones to concentrate. But someday, okay, someday when I do, and you know, the designs were kind of just improvised. I didn't really plan them out. Someday when I do have it well thought out and planned out, I will share that with you in a Potter's Journal video, so stop back for that. I really like all the lines, the way that it is emphasized, the fluting and catches on the lip, and the way the glaze catches in the altering on the side of these things. This has really been amazing to do. So we got one more firing before the show. And this is it. July 7th. Today is the day. It is showtime. But there is still one more kiln to open. It's Friday. The show's not till the afternoon. Okay, the kiln turned out great. Let's see what's in the kiln today. We got one berry bowl. The only thing I didn't get was large chip and dip plates for this show. But I did get large. This was the kiln load. We can't even fit it in the picture with the wavy bowls, something that we always need, a high ticket item for the show, and this is it. And you know the problems if you see my videos, my washing the glaze off once when it just didn't turn out. But so far, okay, the biggest one, and we will work down from there, all came out perfect. Oh, I feel like I'm gonna die, but this makes up for it, that these all came out great, that maybe someday we'll make a fountain out of these things, small, medium, and large. This is an attention getter at the show, and there we go. We just keep stacking these up. And all I can say is, okay, I will finalize my show prep and off we will go. And you know I don't waste any time, any space in the firing. We had these tucked right underneath these guys. So there was no wasted space in the kiln. Stop back and see what's going on in the studio next week.